I'm Signe Gleason, and I'd like to talk with you today about making the most out of nursing home visits. Most of us don't like to think about nursing homes. However, there are times when nursing homes can be the best place for somebody with significant needs, so we are called upon to visit older relatives in a nursing home. I'm hoping that what I have to offer today will make those nursing homes really pleasurable experiences for you. Charlie was a man that I worked with who lived in a nursing home, and every time I met Charlie and said, "Charlie, how are you doing?" Charlie would say, "I'm terrific." I wanted to ask Charlie what he had had for breakfast that day because he was always terrific. He had a lot of inner resources and was able to be here now in his particular setting. And it was really a wonderful life lesson that Charlie taught me. So I'm hoping that you can appreciate that visiting older adults, while you're giving them something during the visit to a nursing home, they may also in return give you something really valuable, as Charlie did for me. So not everybody who's going to be in a nursing home is going to be feeling terrific. My hope is that I impart to you some strategies to make the visits meaningful, both for the older adult and for you. One of the things that I've learned in working with older adults is the importance of being here now, being in the moment. And certainly visiting people in nursing homes can help one understand the value of being here now. The other thing that working with older adults helps me understand is that we can be present and focus on being rather than doing all the time. I've talked before about how important presence is to individuals, and offering our presence is something that we offer when we go to a nursing home visit. Sometimes when there's not a remedy or anything to be done, simply offering our presence is the most important thing to offer. So when one makes a nursing home visit, you can realize you don't have to be chattering about. You can sit and you can hold a hand. Focus on the five senses. So it might be going through pictures, looking at magazines, it might be doing a hand massage. Very often, especially the sense of touch, is something that's lacking for older adults. So how do you touch the person, whether it's combing their hair, whether it's putting lotion on their hands, can give you something to do and enhance the senses and really bring pleasure to somebody who doesn't have a lot of contact. Or it might be contact when somebody's doing something to them rather than really engaging them in an intimate way. So understanding you don't have to have a flurry of activities, you don't have to have a whole agenda except to just be present to the older adults. One of the things that older adults often have are memories. And while people who are in nursing homes often have dementia and might not have a good short-term memory, they might not be able to tell you what they had for breakfast, but they might be able to tell you about what their favorite Thanksgiving meal was, or how they prepared for a Christmas holiday 50 years ago. So tapping into the memories that individuals have can really bring pleasure to the moment. Reminiscing can be a really wonderful way of engaging an individual. And again, looking at photographs that will rekindle old memories can really bring a lot of pleasure to both the visitor and the person who's being visited. I think there's so much mysterious about how we live and how life goes on. And one of the things I found out when I worked on a hospital unit was that individuals who maybe couldn't carry on a conversation with me could sing a song that came from when they were 30 or 40 years old. And so singing songs, having music might create a life for the individual that you didn't even know they still possessed. The other thing to keep in mind is to understand, because something didn't work on one visit doesn't mean that it might not work on the next visit. Again, always be open to possibilities, opportunities to tap into the mysteries of the mind and what might still be available to an individual, even though it's not so readily apparent. Visiting older adults is an opportunity to be here now, to focus on the moment, to understand the value of being rather than constantly doing. So that's a life lesson that I think older adults I know have given me and hopefully can give you. When you visit a nursing home, it's also an opportunity to let the staff know who the individual they're caring for is. So talking about, this is what mom used to like to do. This is what dad did. He loved to square dance. He lived in Saudi Arabia for a while. That information isn't going to be readily apparent to the people who are taking care of your loved one. So you, as a visitor, can paint a picture for who that person is. It's human nature to want to get better care to somebody that we know about. It might also be an opportunity for the staff person to engage them in conversation while they're giving a bath. They might say, Mr. Jones, I understand that you were in Saudi Arabia. Talk to me about that. You want the staff to engage with your loved one as a person. And as a visitor, you really can paint a picture for the staff of who that person is. Hanging pictures, talking about their history. It will also be an opportunity for you to rekindle memories and important points about that older individual's life that you can bring to the fore during your visits. One final word is the role of advocate as you visit nursing homes. Often nursing homes have a negative connotation, and it's very easy to go in with fear and even a sense of our own resistance. It's also very easy to find flaws and problems. Even as you want to direct the staff to address concerns, you also, in the best way possible, create a sense of partnership, a sense that we're all in this together. Be specific about concerns and how they might be remedied. Also give compliments and let people know how much you value the very hard work that they are doing, because work in a nursing home can be thankless and is very hard work. If your family is in a nursing home, you will be called upon to participate in care plan meetings. I've been in many care plan meetings for older adults, and very often I find the staff is basically imparting information. What I urge family members to do is encourage and create a dialogue. So it's not just you listening to a catalog of reports, but really engaging in a conversation with very specific goals in mind for the older adult. You want to focus on not only the physical well-being, but also what are the activities that might be available to the older adult? What are the pleasures that you can create in an older adult's life? And again, painting a picture for who that individual has been throughout their life will help create a plan of care and a way to engage the older adult. So care plan meetings are really critical. They can be pro forma for the nursing home, but for you, they're really an opportunity to create the best life possible and to get the nursing home staff to develop a sense of partnership with you on the older adult's behalf. When creating a care plan, I like to have a sense of what are the specific goals, what are the specific actions that are going to get us to those goals, and what is the time frame that we want to utilize and look for those goals to be met. Finally, who's going to be the person responsible? So when you're ending the care plan meeting, you want to know what's going to happen, by what time it's going to occur, and who's going to be the point person or the responsible person to report back. Communicating your commitment and your care through visits and participation in care plans can create the best environment for your older adult, and to have a sense with all of the people in the nursing home that you're all in this together to serve the best interest of your loved one.